oh, this is the fucking Bleach chapters I want to see more and more. This is like probably, I can straight up say, one thing for this Bleach chapter, and you should already know if you've read this chapter or you're just coming straight to me to see how it is. This chapter was fucking amazing. Like the first panel was just seeing like Bark and all that. It was like, oh, you fucked up, Ichigo, but after that, that's where shit goes fucking down. We see like the human mode, Hueco Mundo, everyone just seeing like the whole fucking place collapse and shit. Everything was just fucking going down. It's like, oh, why are there so many earthquake alerts that are going down? And you know, what the fuck is going on? Just shit was fucking happening. And it's like, what is it like? He's like, what's going on? Like, even all the Quincy's like, does he plan to crush us along with Soulside? And everyone was flipping the fuck out. Like, what is going on? Like, and it's like, just Ukitake out of like nowhere saying, you know, I'll become the new, like, I'll replace the Soul King. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with it? And we've been seeing for a long while with him. We saw this big hint saying, like, you know, what's up with that big, like, shadow thing that he was planning around him. And it's like, we finally find out that this thing and all that is Mimi Hagisama. Like, it was like Mimi Hagisama. He just keeps calling it out, like, Mimi Hamisaga, Mimi Hamisaga, please lend me your powers. All the powers you granted me, I shall release it. And we see it there. It's like that. It's just this giant fucking eye that just comes out of, like, nowhere. And we finally get an explanation on like Ukitake that he should have died when he was 3 years old because of this like disease that he's had, this like lung disease that he had. And it's like, you know, that the white hair is like, you know, the artifact of the disease, and this is why he's still being pretty sick and all that. And from what we found, it's like, I've only heard of the name, like, even Urahawa was shocked the fuck out, so maybe he did know a lot of the stuff about, like, the Soul King, but he probably didn't know about this, where he found out that, you know, this god was a fallen god, and it was the Soul King's right hand. It was enshrined to be his right hand, and thinking, like, he's going to replace him, because, which I'm guessing what Ukitake is going to do, it's like, I don't know if he's going to be the same as the Soul King, like, he's going to be, like, in that crystal or anything like that, or whether or not he will be going straight to the Soul Palace, but for all he's going, he is definitely right now going to be stabilizing the world. This is pretty much his Bankai. His Bankai is Mimihami. Like, just going to actually become the Soul. What kind of fucking Bankai is that where you just turn into a fucking Soul King? And it's like, he's like, you know, he pried him in his lungs, he pried him everything. This is why he's been sick and he just can't be able to do anything. It's just such a good fucking chapter just to see this, and he's like saying, like, I'm now the Soul King's right hand, you know, it's my life that I've given and all that. And it's like, he's using his life to give back to Sarate. It's just like, him just screaming like that. It's just like going in, I'm like, oh my god, it's just fucking safe. But the ending of this chapter was just so fucking just goddamn good. Like, just finding about everything. This is like honestly one of the best Bleach chapters that we've had in such a long time. Like, it just was so good. And seeing Kyoraku in just this pitch black say, you know, it's really shaking to think that I'd reach you all the way here. The end is near for Soulside. You can hear me, can't you? This is as far as we innocent can go. We won't go into the darkness. Aizen, I was like, oh, fucking Aizen is coming back into the series, and I'm losing my fucking mind. It's like, this is someone we've wanted to see for a long time. But one thing that would have made this chapter beyond even more perfect than it was, because like there was honestly nothing wrong with this chapter and all that. I honestly thought it was amazing. The best thing that could have happened in this chapter, like, it would have been made this thing like 11 out of 10 or something, if we just saw Aizen there and he just smiled. He just grinned. He didn't have to say no words or nothing like that. He just grinned and he's like, I'm here, bitches. Like, you need my help after all. It's like, oh, fucking the amount of damage that's going to be done now that Aizen's here. Ukitake finding out, like, the whole thing about him knowing that he's the Soul King's right-hand man and that he's now about to become the next new Soul King. Honestly, this was an amazing chapter. Like, it was something that I've been wanting to see for a long time in this series, and it was just amazing. It honestly was. So, definitely going to give this one. And it's been a long while since I've given a Bleach chapter anything like this, but honestly, I'll give it a fucking 10. I think it was amazing. I thought it was really fucking good. So, I'm happy to have that Bleach hype back again. But it's like, yo, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this Mimi Hami Gami's out. It's like, amazing. Just fucking amazing. But that's all from me, everyone. So thank you very much for watching as always. And I'll see you guys next week for Bleach, because this motherfucker's going down.